Hello everyone, it's Crystal. I hope everyone is having a good day. Today we are doing day one of our January to June 2021 mini catalog preview. I hope everyone was able to enjoy the day. It was, in New Jersey at least, it was warmer than usual. And if you have any questions, let me know. I can see your comments. So today we are, just as a reminder, today, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday of this week, every day at 5 o'clock Eastern, I will show a bundle, a suite of products, or just some stamp sets that I ordered as a demonstrator, because this catalog goes live on January 5th. So I'm going to show you what I ordered in my pre-order. I have some things that were not available initially because the dies were on a shipping container that got damaged. So the dies are now available. I did order them. I'm just waiting for them to arrive. So today we are going to start with the Ice Cream Corner suite. The suite has 5 items in it. I don't often buy entire suites of products, but ice cream, who can turn down ice cream, right? So here are the 5 products. There's a stamp set. There is the punch. There are some sprinkles. And there's a spool of ribbon. Striped ribbon. It's 3/8 of an inch wide, and it's 10 yards of ribbon. So, and then of course there's paper. And the suite is named after the paper. So I'm going to start with the paper. So as you see, I've already, I opened it when I unboxed it to show you the paper, but I've used some of it. Like this ice cream cones, like swirl ice cream cones, the back sprinkles. So these sprinkles are on the back of that. I think I used the other sheet. So we have ice cream cones, swirly ice cream cones, and sprinkles on the reverse side. And these are my scraps from my projects. And then we have ice cream cones like the hard ice cream cone. And on the back, we have cinnamon cider. And it's a crosshatch, which is good if you wanted to use this. This is the cone for the punch. This is the ice cream builder punch. And you can punch out this paper right here to get your ice cream cone. So that's another sheet. And we have some popsicles. One side is popsicles, the other side stripes. Here's my ice cream. Soft ice cream again, sprinkles, another scrap piece. Then we have these blotches here. And then we have some diagonal stripes on this side. We have this same design in a different colorway. And we have polka dots on the back. This looks like this is Old Olive. And then a third colorway, same design. And we have some swirls. Looks like waves, sort of. So let me just, our coordinating colors are Bermuda Bay, Blackberry Bliss, Bumblebee, Cinnamon Cider, Old Olive, Pool Party, Purple Posy. I don't have that color. That's the 2019 to 2021 colors. I don't have any of those stamp heads. So Saffron, Soft Seafoam, Terracotta Tile. That's another 2019 to 2021 ink color, and Whisper White. So when I made my samples, I looked at the back of I looked at this sheet, and I picked out my stamp pads, and then I picked out my cardstock that I have. I don't think I have all 8 colors. I think I had maybe 4 or 5, but I took everything out and I just put it on my table. So one of the first things I did was I went through the stamps. There are 18 stamps in this set. Happy birthday, thank you, treat yourself, you melt my heart, you're so cool, with sprinkles on top, hope it's sweet. So here is a scoop of hard ice cream. These are some dots, could be round sprinkles, similar to the sprinkles that are in our packet. I'll open that. This is the popsicle stick. This looks like there's the popsicle dripping. Here's a drop. Here are some sprinkles. Here's the top of the popsicle. This is the bottom of the popsicle. This is the ice cream cone, and these are some stripes to decorate the ice cream cone. And I'm not sure what this is. I thought this was part of the, I guess it could be your popsicle stick, but you can't use this to color it in because this is shorter. So I guess you have 2 options for popsicle sticks. One that's colored in and one that's not. So here are our stamps. Just so you can see the size of the stamps, they are a good size. So with the popsicle, it's 2-step stamping, and I'll demonstrate that because that takes some work. I had to practice the 2-step stamping for the popsicles. So this is, as I said, this is the bottom of the popsicle. I'm going to use my C block, and it's actually easier to start from the bottom to the top. I didn't realize that till the end, end of my making my samples. But if you make the popsicle starting with the stick and then at the bottom of the popsicle and then at the top, the colors line up better than going from the top to the bottom. So, but the first thing I did, I played with the hard ice cream. I made some scoops. I stamped out the hard ice cream on Whisper White cardstock, different colors, and then I just punched them out just to see what the colors look like. Like this is Old Olive, and then this is Old Olive stamped off once. This is just some cinnamon cider cardstock. I stamped those hash marks, and then I punched it out with the punch. And this is Old Olive. This is original, 1st generation, 2nd generation. Just stamping without re-inking. And then I just punched them out. These are not all of them. I used some in my samples. I wanted to get chocolate. This is early espresso. This is too dark for chocolate, but I may still use it. Soft suede is not a coordinating color, but it makes perfect chocolate sprinkles. So that was just me experimenting. So that's one good thing when you have some blank paper, just experiment. So these are, I would ink up my stamp pad and then put it on my cardstock. And then I would do a second generation. Like this is the second generation for my pink. This is my pink. And then I did the pink sprinkles. So this is just me playing around, see what the colors look like in real life on my paper. And I just use this snack bag to store my extra pieces. And I had to make a quick birthday card today. I used my leftovers from me playing around for my samples. So I'm going to take a piece of Whisper White cardstock and I'll show you how to stamp the popsicles. So here's just, I'll take cinnamon cider and do the stick first. I'm using my B block for my popsicle stick. Tap it and then just place it right there. The image is supposed to look like that. It's supposed to look a little washed out. It looks dimensional. And then I'll take, let's see, before I decide, I'll show you what I did. I played around with the colors, making some popsicles. This is Old Olive on the top and Bumblebee, going from the stamp pad to the paper. And this is the same combination, but without re-inking. So Old Olive and Bumblebee, one generation. Old Olive, Blackberry Bliss, same process, stamped off. Bermuda Bay and Pool Party, which I like that combination. Bermuda Bay and Blackberry Bliss, stamped off. Bermuda Bay at the top, So Saffron at the bottom. Same combination, stamped off. Bumblebee at the top, So Saffron at the bottom. And this is a cool color combination also. Stamped off, same combination. Soft Seafoam at the top, So Saffron at the bottom. And then stamped off, the next generation. Soft Seafoam at the top and Old Olive at the bottom. And then one generation. So I thought these were popsicle sticks. They could be, but I like this better as a popsicle stick. So there are many combinations you can play around. You can do second generation, third generation stamping off just to see what you get. But whenever I get a new color combination or a new stamp set, just want to play with it just to see. I'm a visual learner, so just to see what I'm working with. So I'm going to do Bermuda Bay and So Saffron to show you how to line up. Like you could do it like this. This is me working on the top then the bottom, but it lines up better if you do from the bottom to the top. So we'll do So Saffron first on the bottom. Because there are lines on the stamp, and that helps line it up with the popsicle stick. So that's the bottom of the popsicle. Then we're going to do Bermuda Bay on the top. Stamp it up. And then the bottom here, they need to line up with the bottom of the popsicle. So that helps So there you go. That helps the popsicle line up. I'm a little off. I can't get directly over the ink pad, otherwise my head will be in the camera, but that's the best way to make your popsicle. Start with the stick, do the bottom of the popsicle, then line up the bottom with the top. So, for my examples, I did the top to the bottom, and you see I didn't line them up as well as I could have. And you can make your popsicle a little shorter. Like if this Bermuda Bay part was flush with this corner, it would be a slightly shorter. And then you could expand it, you know, play around with it, see how tall you want your popsicles. So the suite comes with paper, the stamp pad, this punch. This is the top of this is the hard ice cream that you would scoop. And then there's the ice cream cone. This is called the ice cream builder punch. And it works like every other punch. This is locked right now. You just pull it, open it, and then slide your paper in. But when you are doing your paper, you want to stamp so that you have minimal waste. So you want to stamp so that, like if you're doing, say you're going to practice and do a bunch of ice cream scoops, you want to place them on the paper so that you're doing minimal waste, so that you can start. I started when I did my stamping, or did my punching, I started in the bottom right corner, so that each time I punched, I did this punch first, and then the next one on top of it, like that. So even though that's popped out from the cone, I didn't waste an ice cream scoop. So start at the bottom right, go up, and then essentially work from bottom right all the way to upper left. So that's how I did it. And when I had my cinnamon cider for my ice cream cones, I just made sure that I stamped it so that it essentially worked in the opposite direction, from upper left to bottom right. So whenever you get some stamps, just see how if it's multiple stamps, see how the stamps are aligned, and a multiple punch, see how the punches are aligned so that you won't waste paper and you won't have to redo your stamping because you stamped something where something else was punched out. So we have paper, we have stamps, we have a punch, we have some sprinkles. There are approximately 1,500 pieces in here. I'm going to try to open this without spilling it everywhere. There we go. They are smaller than, so these are good for if you do a shaker card. I plan to make a shaker card. I just don't have any of the clear plastic to put on top. But these are the sprinkles. So if I make a birthday card and I want to give, sprinkles are for winners. So if I give some sprinkles in my birthday card, I'll make a shaker card. I just need that last piece. So that comes in the suite: paper, stamps, punch, sprinkles, and then we have our ribbon, striped ribbon, 3/8 of an inch wide, 10 yards of ribbon. This is Blackberry Bliss, which is one of the coordinating colors. And feel free to ask me any questions. So here are our samples. Just going to go through them one at a time. So I made a birthday card. This is Blackberry Bliss cardstock, 5.5 by 8.5. I scored it at 4 1/4. I used some designer series paper, 4 by 5 1/4. I used some of the hard ice cream scoops that I punched out. This is the saffron. This is Blackberry Bliss. This cone is cinnamon cider cardstock, and I just did those little stripes on it. These dies are from the Hippo and Friends dies. This is Bermuda Bay ink, and this is a cinnamon cider layer. These dies are nested dies. And on the inside, I made it, I said happy birthday on the outside, and the inside I said treat yourself. I made it a gift card holder. This is Whisper White cardstock. It's 4 by 5 1/4. This is also Bermuda Bay ink. And this piece of Whisper White, excuse me, this piece of Designer Series paper is this piece right here. It's the opposite of the sprinkles. This is 2 by 5 1/4, and then I use my 1 3/8 inch circle scallop circle punch, and just punched out this so that you can get the gift card out of the holder. And this is my trusty Starbucks card that I use to show you how it fits. So that's my first card. My second sample is a thank you card. This is 4 1/4 by 11. I scored it at 5 1/2. This is cinnamon cider cardstock. I used the Popsicles Designer Series paper. Once again, I used Bermuda Bay for thank you. I stamped it on Whisper White cardstock. This is Blackberry Bliss, that layer, and this is the ribbon. I'm actually impressed by my bow because I'm bow challenged, and it didn't take as long as I expected. I tied it with it on the spool, so I was able to have minimal waste for that. Thank you, and you're so cool. And here's my popsicle. This is Bermuda Bay and Pool Party. And you're so cool is in Bermuda Bay. So a nice thank you card. Using this suite. Third card is another thank you card. This is Blackberry Bliss cardstock, 4 1/4 by 11, scored it at 5 1/2. This is the hard ice cream scoops. This is one of my practice scoops. This is I believe that's soft suede, and then second generation soft suede, and then I have my soft suede sprinkles. Thank you is in Bermuda Bay, and then stamped on Whisper White cardstock. And we have our cinnamon cider layer. And on the inside, you melt my heart. And then that's one of the little drops here, and I put it here. The Bermuda Bay scoop and chocolate sprinkles. And finally, another happy birthday card. This is cinnamon cider cardstock, 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored it at 4 1/4. The Designer Series paper with the sprinkles, Hippo and Friends dies. The outer layer is Blackberry Bliss. The inner layer is Whisper White, and I use Bermuda Bay ink to say happy birthday. Here's my cone, and I have 3 scoops. I just wanted to tilt this to the side just to give it some visual interest. The inside, and with sprinkles on top. So this is a scrap. This is 1 inch by 4 inch. This designer series paper. This Whisper White is 4 inches by 5 1/4, and I use Bermuda Bay ink. So I hope this gives you some ideas for what you can do with the Ice Cream Corner Suite. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we will feature an item that I got free because I earned it for Sale-a-bration. Sale-a-bration runs from January 5th to February 28th. Because I'm a demonstrator, I was able to earn it during my pre-order. So that's another perk of being a demonstrator. So I will see you all tomorrow. I hope this gave you some ideas for the Ice Cream Corner Suite. If you like ice cream, I highly recommend this suite of products. I thoroughly enjoyed making these samples, and I look forward to using this suite again. So thank you for watching. Contact me if you have any questions, and happy crafting.